A Kentucky judge has ruled that an impeachment against a Fayette County judge is null and void.
Bodie Brooks explains more and if the courts have the grounds to say so.
Yeah, the 20-page ruling by Franklin County Circuit Court Judge Philip Shepard argues that the petition and resolution passed by the Kentucky House to impeach Judge Julie Goodman fails to meet the definition of a misdemeanor in office as the term is defined in the Kentucky Constitution. Lawmakers refer to 6 cases alleging abuse of judicial discretion and authority. Judge Shepard writes, an impeachment and removal of Judge Goodman based on such ill-defined and totally subjective political judgments is wholly inconsistent with fundamental fairness and due process of law, adding the court finds the articles of impeachment are fatally defective and that the legislature has limited power to impeach judges for their judicial rulings and matters entrusted to the Judicial Conduct Commission by Section 121 of the Kentucky Constitution.
The conduct that constitutes a misdemeanor in office, giving rise to impeachment, is that which involves illegal conduct, defiance of the rule of law, corruption, or neglect of duty.
I don't believe that when a judge fails to follow binding precedent, that is impeachable conduct. And as you've heard this morning, that is much of what is in the articles of impeachment against Judge Goodman.
This disagreement over the definition of a misdemeanor was debated heavily when the House voted to send articles of impeachment to the Senate and initiate a trial for her removal on March 20th. The Senate has not taken action on those articles of impeachment and are not commenting to media on the merits of the case in their role as a potential jury. Attorney and former state Senator Whitney Westerfield questioned the decision, writing, he cannot nullify or stop a legislative impeachment action, and I imagine the General Assembly agrees.
So while there is a Judicial Conduct Commission, and there was also a way to remove judges internally to the judiciary before. So while there is a Judicial Conduct Commission, this House's impeachment powers remain inviolate.
Tuesday's ruling is appealable, and because the Senate was not a party in this lawsuit, it does not necessarily stop the Senate from holding its constitutionally obligated trial. Bodie Brooks, Fox 56 News.